morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? Today we are back at it with the 21 pilots lessons. However, we aren't going to be doing anything on guitar. We're going to be going right to the bass. And today we're going to be learning one of my favorite bass lines off of the whole entire Trench album. Today we're going to be doing My Blood. If there's a 21 pilots lesson you would like to see, let me know down in the comments section below. I can either do on bass, guitar, or even ukulele. Next video I'm going to be doing is Jumpsuit, and then we eventually have to do the Guns for Hands intro on guitar. Someone requested a Gorillaz lesson, so that's okay too. But whatever lesson you want to see, let me know down in the comments section below, and let's get right into the lesson. This song has two main bass lines, a verse and a chorus. Verse 2 has some slight variation for verse 1, but we're getting way ahead of ourselves. Let's learn verse 1. This is how it's going to sound. So it's all going to start out on our low E string first fret. Then we're going to move up to our A string first fret, slide to our 6. Then we're going to go to our E string 4th fret. And then this next part, there are two different ways on how to play it. So way number 1 is after you held your 4th fret of your E string, slide to your 9th fret, and then pluck your 8th fret of the E string. Way number 2, since we're already at the 4th fret of our low E string, why don't we just go to the 4th fret of our A string, and then go to the 3rd fret. That's an entire personal preference thing, however you want to play it. Personally, I like the sound of the notes sliding up into it. I'm just going to play them back to back so you can hear how they sound. So like I said, personal preference, however you want to play it, whatever's comfortable for you. So that is the first part of the verse riff, and now let's learn the second part. Now, it starts out the same way. First fret, slide your 6th, then 4th fret. But instead of going up to the 9th fret of the 4th fret of the A string, we're going to go to the 6th fret of the A string, and then go to the 6th fret of the D string, and hammer on to our 8th. So this part goes. That is part 2, and that is the entire verse riff right there. I'm going to play the whole thing slow at first, and then we're going to do it up the tempo. So first, slow. And now up the tempo. That is the entirety of the verse riff. You're going to want to do that whole chunk twice, and then you're going to do it again one more time, just without the... So third time is just... And then nothing instead of... And that is the first verse right there. Now let's learn the chorus. This is a very fun one to play. Let me play it for you. Let's learn how to play it. So we're going to go to our A string 1st fret. Hit it again, 3rd fret, and then 4th fret. Then we're going to go to our 6th fret, back down to our 4th fret, and hit the 4th fret again. then we're going to end this little part by going up to our G string, and we're going to go from 6th fret, hammer on to our 8th fret. And that is the first half of the chorus. I'm going to play through that once again slow. And once more up the tempo. And now we're going to do the next part of our chorus, and it's going to be the exact same frets, exact same fingerings, just down on the lower string. If you don't know what I mean by that, don't worry, I'm going to go through you. If not, just skip ahead. I'm going to put a little timestamp down there. So now we're going to go to our low E string 1st fret, hit it again, 3rd fret, and then 4th fret. Go to our 6th fret, back down to our 4th, hit it again. And then we're going to go up to our D string, 6, hammer on to 8s. I'm going to play through that once again slow. And up the tempo. And that is basically our whole entire chorus right there. The only thing that changes is, so that is all entirely one pattern. So you're going to do everything again, so... But the second time, instead of doing the hammer on, you're just going to hold out, let that 4th string ring. So I'm going to play through the entire chorus now. We're going to go through it slow first, and then we're going to do up the tempo. And now up the tempo. Now we're at verse 2, and this is where the variation comes in. This is how it sounds. So let's take a look on how to play this. Go down to your E string, hit the 1st fret 3 times. Then go to your A string, hit your 1st fret, slide to your 6th. And then go to our E string 4th fret. And this note is going to be held out for a while, then hit it twice again. And then twice once more. In which that little part, though, is something you're going to have to play a couple of times, listen to the recording, play along with it just to get the timing right. I'll try my best in this video. So that is the first part of our variation. Let's hear how it sounds again. Up the tempo first. Now we're going to slow it down. And now we're going to move on to the next part. So we're going to do the same beginning. So E string, 1st fret 3 times. 1. A string, 1st fret, slide your 6th. Then E string, 4th fret. And then this is going to be exactly like the ending of the first verse. Go to your 6th fret of your A string. And then go to your D string, 6th fret, hammer on to 8. So far what we got is this. And then we're going to do part 1 again. And then we're going to do what we just did, except instead of going hammer on to the 8th, we're just going to just stay on our 6th fret of the D string. So this end is... So now we're going to go through and play part 2. First off, up the tempo, second time slow. And now slow down. Now we're going to play through the entirety of our second verse, and we're just going to do up the tempo. For me, the most challenging part in that section is especially when you're not doing it with a backing track or listening to the recording, it's just kind of hard to get down the timing when you're just doing a solo. And believe it or not, that was every bass line to the song. So now I'm going to go through the song structure, and that way you know what bass lines to play where. So in the intro, we have no bass, and roughly around 44 seconds in the song, that's when the bass comes in, and that is obviously our first verse bass line. Then we have our chorus, which is the fun little thing, and then it goes right into the verse 2, which is the variation of verse 1, goes into the chorus again, so chorus bass riff, and then does a post-chorus, which for this section, it's just your chorus bass riff, and then it does a bridge where there's nothing, and then it does the whole entire outro, and that is your chorus bass riff. And that was how to play My Blood on bass. Let me know if you like this lesson down in the comments section below, and while you're down there, let me know what kind of lesson you want to see next time. Next week, we're going to be covering how to play the bass lines to Jumpsuit, and that's going to be a fun video. And also, just as a reminder, I'm now uploading every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so subscribe to make sure you don't miss that video. It's probably not going to be a lesson, it might be a cover or a demo, I'm not really that quite sure yet, but it's going to be a fun video. Social media links down in the description below, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, and good night.